So today's job is going to fit an outside double socket. There's a plug inside which comes out there. So I'm going to come out conduit round the side, up along the wall, put the socket somewhere here so we can power the hot tub. That is the plan. So cut to me fitting the socket.
So for some reason the sockets do not come with pre-made holes, so I'm currently drilling the 4 holes ready to screw it to the wall using a 4mm drill bit. I guess they don't have pre-made holes in case you want to mount it in a different way and keeps its IP rating. I've maybe just ruined the IP rating of it, but nothing a bit of silicone won't hurt. I can now mark the wall where to drill with the masonry bit just by using the standard metal drill bit. That'll leave a tiny hole, so I can then go back with the hammer drill. As you can see the 4 holes. Makes it far easier than using a pen. And I've already got a pilot all ready for the masonry drill. Quickly whiz them in and get some plugs in. And these plugs, they're not the cheapest, but they are the best. The best I've found. It's just a case of sticking 4 of them in. This will allow me to use a 6mm screw. This is unconventional. I should have really got the hammer, but the back of the drill works. So. And then it's just a case of simply screwing the socket back box to the wall, and then I can get the conduit in ready for connecting up. And just for any debate out there, Reddit for Milwaukee wins hands down.
So need to clear this timber, run this pipe down, across, round the corner to a socket.
The pipe I'm using is just a standard 20mm from Screwfix. The same coloured saddles, I suppose you call them, for mounting on the wall.
This can go.
This is just the old aerial cable, which we never used. It's for Sky, I think, but like I say, we don't use Sky, and it is just in the way, so I'll pull that back. And remove the cable clips, seem to be in really well. Nothing that the trusty Nipex can't sort.
I need to cut a piece of pipe to there. Ordered the wrong bit from Screwfix. Ordered. Ends two ends of the socket. Turns out for a plastic flexible conduit, so I need to go back to Screwfix, but we'll carry on.
Again, just using a 20mm conduit is so easy to work with, and it comes in 2 metre lengths. So just a case of using some straight through couplers, joining them together and cutting it to length. And then there's some 90-degree elbows. Couldn't find any normal elbows, so I've had to use inspection elbows, which is a bit of a pain, but needs must.
Somewhat in. Need to put some more in mind.
I've decided to just speed this part up because all I'm doing is putting the clips in for holding the conduit, and there's not really much to see, but again, same process. Use the 6mm screws with the raw plugs and drill the hole. Top tip, use a hammer, not the drill. Cable we're using is just standard 2.5mm flex. Now we can use flex because it's in a protective casing. Obviously you can't clip flex direct to the wall, and you can't clip twin and earth directly to the wall, but you can use it in conduit. I have to say it was a pain in the ass to get it through the pipe, but we got there in the end.
So then,
now that that side's done, it's time to do this side. It's only a small section, comes straight out of the 90 and to a piece of conduit, and then to another 90 up to a termination box, which will then go through to the other side inside and connect it up to the socket. socket, or I'll probably drill from inside out, and run the cable through the junction box straight through the conduit to the socket.
I fit that there and then put an elbow in.
Again, I think flex might have been a slight bit easier to work with the conduit. The 20 nerve didn't really want to twist and bend around corners or do long distances, so that's something to bear in mind. Slightly more expensive, bit easier, but we live and learn. If you was doing this day in day out, you can get conduit cutters. You'd have to use a hacksaw, then it gives you a clean cut. Doesn't really matter if you're only doing the odd job, as the hacksaw works pretty fine. Just use a bit of sandpaper to take off the burr, but apart from that, it should be good. I can now connect up the last bit of conduit from the 90 degree hole at the bottom into the socket. I did manage to get the right fit in this time, so it should be easy enough. Also, why do they make the screws on the inspection elbow so small? I must have dropped it 4 times. Smooth criminal. Then all I just have to do is tighten the locking nut on the adapter to the pipe, and then it's a case of just connecting up the socket. if you did make it this far in the video, then thank you so much for watching. If you can drop us a like, a comment, or a follow. Also, if there's any specific videos or DIY jobs that you want to see, drop them in the comments and I'm sure we'll have them to do. But yeah, might be the next video. See you in the next one.
Done. Few clips to put on.